What's poppin', guys? Mitchell FX here. Welcome back to the channel. Firstly, before we can get into the video, could you first give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. It is free, so why not click it? Why not just click it? Click it. Why not? It's free. Just click it. Anyway, moving on. So I have that felt good cracking my knuckles. I have recently set myself a little bit of a challenge. No high expectations for it. I'm not trying to sit here and make 15 million, although that would be fucking outrageous. I'm just set myself a little bit of a challenge just to see what we can do, what can happen. If we blow it, if we grow it. As I've said in the previous videos, I will show you guys. I'm going to be 100% translucent with you, no hiding trades and losses like a lot of people do. And the idea is just to show people, how difficult it actually is as a trader, and especially as a beginner trader with a small account trying to grow it. So I set myself up that I can only trade XAUUSD, so straight away that makes it a little bit harder. Instead of having the thousands of options and pairs and everything to trade, it's just one pair that I can trade. So it's gold against the US dollar. It's a £100 deposit, so it's a very small account to start with. So again, making it fairly difficult to grow it. Looking for 1 to 2 trades per week, minimum 1 or 2 trades. So again, I'm not trying to hit 15 trades a day or a week or whatnot. Just take my time with it and just see if any opportunity comes to play so that I can enter it. Only looking for a minimum of a 2 to 1 risk, so I can still hit 3, 4, 5, 6 to 1. And this is the interesting part. I have to risk 50% of my account. So whatever the balance is in that specific time, I have to risk 50%. So obviously, if I've got 100, I have to risk £50. If I've got 10,000, I have to risk 5,000. So that was my rules last week. Let's have a little bit of a rundown before I go into. Spoil it. No, I'm not. So this was last week's trade. Let me put on a 2-hour. Don't spoil anything before I get into it. Okay, I can just about do it there. So I originally lost this one. We had the trend line, it pulled back, basically come out again. I held and held and held. I let Monday do its thing because it didn't push up when it came into this zone again. It was in the Fibonacci zone from that big push down. We didn't break this top, so for me that wasn't looking for highs. And it basically did not break this trend line, so I thought, it's going to come back down and maybe test somewhere on this trend line. It lost literally, I think I set it at 10 o'clock and at 2 o'clock, so however many hours that is, 4 hours or whatever it is, 6 hours, I can't do the math. That one lost. The next day, this one won over 2 days. I held that. I could have held it so much more. I mean, it literally would have gone all the way up in, been almost a 6 to 1. But where's my back button? But because it was on this trend line, it bounced off. I held it because it was in the fib, pushed up. I thought, I'm not going to risk it, I'm going to close it, and then just typically it shot up. So it was unfortunate, but that brought me back to break even, and obviously one win, one loss. Moving on to this week. Dear, oh dear. Oh dear. Dear, oh dear. So, dear, oh dear, where do I start? So, not good at all. So, first, let me break each trade down. So, obviously, these were my original support resistance lines. If you break it down, in fact, let me do it again onto the daily. You can see, the strong support resistant levels on the daily chart. Break it down to the 4-hour. You can see again, good levels of areas to be looking for trades. And typically, it has been an absolute plop show. I mean, look at the state of this. So it come back down. My reason for entering here was, at the time, it come back down. It did tap into here, right? I entered and I was in profit, and I thought, oh, you know, this is going good. I thought, oh, this is going good, you know, this is, again, you know, come down. Let me break it down to you. So starting from, where are we? Oh my gosh. So starting from the 4 hour, obviously you can see. So this is my target zone. Drop it down. Let's work out what's going on. So it's big candle, smaller candle, smaller candle. It started to push up a little bit here. So I thought, oh, you know, buyers are coming into play. Let's drop it down again and have a little look. Again, you know, big bullish candles. I know this one's bearish, but I thought, oh, slow down a little bit. You know, we're at this level. You know, looks good for pushing up. Drop it down to 30, and I really liked this candle here. I don't know if you can see that wick. There's a wick here that comes right down to this level here, and I thought, oh, it's tapped into this trend line. It's pushed up. Literally, as it pushed up, I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to get into this. I drew my trend line. 1, 2, 3, 4 taps, 5 if you include the one before. I thought, oh my god, this is the one. This is gonna put me into profit. And I swear to God, I do not know what the hell this was. There was no news, no nothing. It probably ran for 5-10 minutes, just nice and chilling. Like, went tapped into profit, started to see a tiny little bit of profit, and then boom, like literally within the blink of an eye, absolutely shot down. And I just have no clue. Oh my gosh. Sorry, it's late in the UK. It's 20 past 11 p.m. I literally was I was gobsmacked. So again, I thought, you know what? Why not? I'm gonna let it do its thing. And I think again, a couple hours later, or the next day, whenever it was, yes, that was Monday, I placed that trade. So I just was like, oh my gosh. I left it, right? And then the next day, again, let me drop it in the 4 hour. So again, that was a valid reason to buy. There was, if I'm honest, I can't see a reason there not to take out the buy. Yes, you could argue, you know, coming down to this level. However, you know, if you're looking for buys, that was in my opinion, a fairly good reason to place that buy. This one, again, lost over a couple of hours. So I entered this one the next day. I thought, oh, okay, you know, let's just check the daily out. I thought, you know, we've come back down here. We were, where are we? Yes, we're here. We're at this level. It's a good level. We've, you know, we've got higher, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high. We've come down. We've made that in what I thought was the higher low. We've tapped that. I thought, oh, let's have a look down this time frame. So we had this big push up on Monday. Let it play, and I thought, oh, this is starting to push up. Let's have a little look as it was live. I really liked, you know, these small candles. We've got a big push down. It was small, and as this pushed out, I think this opened, pulled back a little bit, and I thought, oh my gosh, I'm entering that, and I literally entered it bang on as it was leaving, and just all day it was just going up, down, up, down. I mean, what time was that? So I placed that at literally midday, 12 o'clock midday, and by 2 p.m, so a couple of hours, it was just sideways, wicked me out. And then went back up into profit. Not that it wouldn't matter, because it, you know, how many times it frigging come down. So that was that one. And then I literally just drew my zone. I thought, you know what, this is, up until that point, I thought this is just going sideways. It needs to sort its way out, yeah. So again, I left that one. And then what day was this? So Wednesday. So that was Monday's loss, Tuesday's loss. Wednesday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, did I place that trade? About 4:30. Oh, I thought, oh my gosh, you know what? This is looking good. I'm going to take it. Reason being was this bullish engulfing candle. Right? So can you see how this candle here, let me zoom in. I don't know if you'll be able to see that wick. This candle here this one from the top to the bottom, I don't know if you can see that, but there it is anyway, is bigger than the last two. So if I draw at the top and the bottom, and then obviously this candle was lower and that one was lower, so it was within that one, and then the 1, 2, both of these candles, no matter where you put it, was engulfed by that candle. Okay, so I thought, oh my gosh, you know, it's a bullish engulfing candle, this looks good for a buy. The next candle, I waited so patiently. You know, there was that, you know, that engulfing candle broken down into a smaller time frame, and again that huge wick and push up. I thought, okay, this is the one. It's finally, after all week, finally making this huge push up. So as it was leaving here, I mean, you know, just as that candle closed before the next one opened, I thought, I'm getting in. So you can see coming down, huge push up with the wick, push up, and I thought, okay, this is it. I jumped in like literally 2 seconds, excuse me, 2 seconds before that next candle opened. And typically, I took it at 4:30 and at 3:30, so like 3 hours later, it hit my flipping stop loss. And again, all of these, there was literally no news on all of these. It's just, I mean, it's just one of them, isn't it? Let's be honest. I had a nice type stop loss on this one. I mean, even if I did run it down to like 20 pips, it still would have been took out regardless. But I thought, you know, I'm gonna keep it nice and tight. I'm gonna try and aim for up here, same as this one. I was like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna aim for up here. It's just one of those weeks. It was just so unfortunate. I don't know what that is. Must have accidentally drawn it. I just have no clue. Again, all of these trades, there was no news, and well, at least when I placed the trade, I'm pretty sure news had either finished or there was no news on those days. I can't really remember, but I don't place any trades when there's news or around when there's news. A couple hours before and after is fine, but I just tend to stay away from news. And again, I mean, at this point, I think I had literally about 10 quid in the account, because I had so 100, so I halved it, so that was 50, that was 25, half of 25 is like 12, 10 quid I think I had in the account at this point, depending on where you got wicked out. So I was like, you know what, sod it, I've got 10 quid, I'm going to have a mega tight step loss and just go for it. Literally look at 12 to 1, I was like, you know what, forget this 12 to 1, that'll take me from 10 quid up to 200 quid or whatever it was. I think it was, I can't really remember the math. But I thought, you know what, still feel, you know, the account's basically gone anyway. Tapped in again at this level, so it tapped in, I thought, you know what, I'm going for it. And it hit stop loss. It was just all week I've been buying the dips and getting absolutely obliterated on the dips. You know, it's just one of them. I mean, if you go back every other time I've been trading, literally like, oh, they're not even on there, but literally it is absolutely typical. As soon as I start recording, as soon as I start placing trades, it is unfortunate. I'm not going to moan about it. It's part of trading. You know, it is one of them. Oh, and the fib on these levels as well. Let me make this a bit thick, as you can see. So again, from this huge push up, draw the fib, all in the golden zone. So I tried to buy this level as well. Look, I forgot to mention my fib. So tapped into the trend line, as you can see here. Let me go back to it. Tapped into this level, tapped into the trend. As it started to push up on the next candle, I thought, you know what, this is a great opportunity to buy. Boom, took out. Okay, moving on. Next one, in the golden zone. It's tapped in. It's on this trend line. Look, It's tested it. I'm gonna hit that buy, and it just wicked me out. On this trend line, took me out. This one again, you know, that huge bullish engulfing, and it just wicked me out again, even though I was in the golden zone. And again, on this level, I thought, okay, this is another good chance to buy. I mean, every single one is at a good level for the fib. It's touching my zones. It's either, you know, using a trend line. It's just been one of them weeks. I just couldn't believe it. But overall, I mean, if you do look at it, it was enough market to trade sideways, pretty much sideways here a little bit. You know, but I thought, while the account's so small, let's take that risk, you know. Take that risk while the account's small. Get those trades in. If we blow it, we blow it. If we grow it, we grow it. Happy days. Unfortunately, the account has gone. I will put up the account now so you can see in a second. Just bear with me. Let me just change this to red. Oh, because that one did hit stop loss. Which make it somewhere around that, just so we can see. It's just, I mean, look how unfortunate it is. I'm not. It'd be rude to say I'm not pissed off, but I'm just like, oh, it's just typical, innit? You know what I mean? It is just typical. Let me get rid of that fib now. It is typical, but we move on. So let me, if I put this to the side here, I'll put the oh my god, what's it called, the account up now. So as you can see, it is still the same account. If you want to check my previous videos, still the same account. It's a live account. Moving on over here, as you can see, it's still gold. You know, I haven't added any more in or whatnot. Yeah, that's where obviously the chart is, where I was placing the trades, up in the top right corner. I mean, still got lot sizes I was using. But if you go into trade, bump, there you go. So back down to zero. I know it says minus 10 and 9, but obviously if you add the two together, it puts it at a zero balance. And then moving on to history, look at the state of that. So obviously the minus, starting from the top, £100 deposit, £20 deposit bonus. We lost £60 on the very first trade, which was this one. Okay, but then because we was on £50 in the balance, we risked 50 and hit a 2-to-1, so that gave us just over our money. So that gave us £67 instead of 60, if that makes sense to you. We then obviously lost the account again, half the money, so we had £120, obviously 100, so we lost 111, so that put us back to break even. So we had £120 in the account, which was £100 mine, £20 of deposit bonus. We then lost that one, so we did a lot size of 0.04, which was this one here. That one lost £60. Then you do 50% risk again on this 20 pip stop loss, which lost £29.61. At this point, I was just like, oh, I knew. I'll be honest. When this one lost, I knew exactly what was going to happen. I could just tell. I just knew straight away. This is going to fail. But you know, we keep going. Next trade, lost us £16.67. You know, as you can see, every time the losses has been half the previous one, because that was the challenge. You have to risk 50% of what's in your balance. Obviously, if you lose half, you have to risk half. And then the last one lost half of that, which was around £8.90. So obviously around the balance beforehand. So that brought us down back to £0. As you can see in the account still, so it's still the same account. Obviously, all the history's there. You know, it's just one of them. So moving on, me just clone. I like to add the weeks in every single week because I'm, you know, a nerd like that. You know, I like to add them in. All the date be on Monday. Let me double check the date. Because I do like to track gold. Oh my gosh, where's my calendar? 23rd. So, the question is now, do we go again and continue doing this challenge, or do we do something else? I mean, this we can come back at any time and do it. Actually, I need to add the losses. So we've got now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses. Oh, plop. 5 losses and 1 win, and zilch break even. So it is all there for everybody to see. Everybody can see that. You know, oh, fireworks going off. As you can see, those are all of my trades. It's just unfortunate that this week has just been a very naff week. It's just been a slow and steady decline coming down. No excuses though. It lost, it blew. Like I say, I'm not going to hide it from anyone. But the question is, do we go again? All right, next week, starting the 23rd, and see same account, same everything. You can see depositing back in the same account, or do I do something else? Now again, we don't have to do this week. I can come back in a week's time, 2 weeks time, 3 weeks time, whenever, 6 months time, and redo this challenge again, seeing if we can grow it into profit. However much profit that might be, who knows? I haven't really got a target. But I think personally, I am going to leave this for now. XAUUSD. I'm going to leave this challenge for now. And I'm going to be doing something else. And that something else is, instead of doing daily updates, I will not be doing daily updates anymore. I'm going to be doing something called Sunday setups, where on a Sunday, you know, I'll release a video going over all of these. So normally, this is what I do every single day: AUD, Bitcoin, the main ones everybody trades: Euro GP, Euro USD, GJ, GU, USD, JPY, and obviously XAU USD in my gold. Challenge. So, moving forward, I am going to leave the gold challenge for now. I will come back to it at a later date. However, I am going to be not doing the daily analysis anymore. I'm going to be doing Sunday setup. So on a Sunday, I'll be doing pretty much similar to this. You know, just areas of interest, possibilities for buys and sells for the week to look out for the week. That way then I can literally go through every single one. I can spend a good hour or so going through every single one for people to see, rather than uploading every single day, just going through the main ones, because it is quite a long time to sit there and go through every single one. But I'm pretty sure there is people that want to see these, so I'm going to be doing that on a Sunday, and then through the week I will be dropping the odd video here and there. So I'm going to be uploading less, but I'll be doing actual trades and setups that I have been taking in my own personal account. And again, I'll be showing you whether it wins, loses, whether the account grows, blows, blah 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 blah, using every single one of these pairs. So, you know, I suppose you could say it's a challenge, but it's not a challenge in that sense. It's just a normal trading account, how I trade normally, using every single one of these pairs, not just gold. And I'll be uploading, you know, whenever I place a trade, I will upload a video that day or the day after, just saying, you know, it won, it lost, and this is the reason why I entered. You know, something like that. So that concludes today's video. Unfortunately, the account has gone. Not going to be uploading daily analysis every single day. I'm going to slow it down and do Sunday setups instead. Like I say, where I can go really into depth with every single forex pair, including Bitcoin and gold, where I think it could go, where it might go. Draw a few little areas of interest similar to this. That it's up to anybody that sees this video if they want to enter or not. You know, not everyone's going to win, not everyone's going to lose. It is just depends on the day when you place that trade. Nobody knows where the market's going to go. It's just, you know, your own opinion where you think it's going to go. So that is what's going to happen on my channel moving forward. Again, if you've made it to the end of the video, if you would like to subscribe, I would really appreciate it. Just click the button. I'm still waiting. I'm waiting still. Click it. Click it. That's the one. Thank you very much for clicking. That way then, like I say, my own personal account, you'll be able to see it. You'll be able to see the trades I've took, etc throughout the week. Sunday setups, as I say, I'll be going through everything. And XAUUSD challenge for now is finished. However, at some point, I guarantee you I'll be back doing this challenge. That is it for now. That's me done. Mitchell FX once again. Appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button. Give the video a thumbs up. Massively appreciated it. Appreciate it. Peace out.